Hello, in this video blog I want to suggest some practical ways of dealing with criticism. Now, while you can't do much to change a critical boss or spouse, there's a great deal you can do to reduce the stress which unjustified and destructive criticism creates. Here's what I suggest you do. The next time you feel a criticism is unjust or unreasonable, write it down on a piece of paper and place this in the palm of your hand. Now ask yourself 5 questions about the critic and the criticism. The first question to ask is, does the critic deserve my respect? Do they have superior knowledge, skill or experience that suggests they actually know what they're talking about? If the answer is no, then fold your little finger over the paper. Now ask, is the criticism reasonable? Was it expressed in a way designed to point out and improve your performance, or merely used as an excuse to launch a personal attack on you? Was it stated calmly and coherently, or blurted out in a rage which took the remarks to extremes? If you regard the criticism as unreasonable, then fold down the second finger over the paper. Now ask, is the criticism realistic? Anytime you are blamed for something beyond your control, regard the criticism as unrealistic and fold down your middle finger. Now ask, is the criticism relevant? Critical comments intended to hurt or humiliate rarely are relevant. The critic launches an attack that has nothing to do with the issue in hand, but is intended to make you feel bad about yourself, rather than merely pointing out and correcting an error. If you can honestly say that the criticism is irrelevant, then fold down your index finger. Finally ask, is the criticism rational? Is it a fair and objective appraisal of all the relevant information? Irrational criticism is often motivated by envy, jealousy or ignorance. Such comments usually say far more about the critic's problems than about your own alleged failings. If you judge it to be irrational, fold your thumb over the paper, crumple it up and toss it away. Forget the criticism. The comments are clearly not worth any further time or effort on your part. Destroying a criticism in this way helps banish painful emotions. Imagine your stress being discarded into the bin with the ball of crumpled paper. But what happens if not all your fingers can be folded down, when you have to agree that your critic's views should be respected, or that the remarks were actually reasonable, realistic, relevant and rational? In this case, set aside your wounded pride and hurt feelings and learn from those comments. Even harshly expressed criticisms can contain helpful and useful points. Suggestions for ways of behaving in future that will improve your performance and avoid a repetition of the same mistake. In my next video blog, I'll be discussing practical ways to benefit from criticisms, those criticisms you do judge to be in some ways helpful. If you'd like to learn about these techniques faster, you might like to download my book 1 Minute Stress Management, which is available from this website. See you again soon.